like Durin's woken up. Let's go see how he's doing.
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter. Durin's awake and waiting on the bench over there. I'm here if you need help. Just give me a shout.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you two. I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't. I'm fine now. It's just... a lot of people seem to have forgotten me.
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix this. Why don't you start by telling us what happened?
It felt so strange. After I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body. Abyssal power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power too. It wasn't until I heard everyone calling my name that I was able to reconnect with my body.
You lost contact with your body? Does that mean there's something wrong with it? Sounds like we need Albedo more than ever.
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's alchemy.
Huh. But then, why are people forgetting you? Guess that's what we need to figure out. That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and she still hasn't been in contact. Now would be a really good time for a hint.
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond the towering walls? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world. High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place, a refuge where the little sapling might take root. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind.
Huh? Was that another clue? Does that mean the story isn't over yet?
Leaving the castle. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part of it too?
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, how could we know when the story was complete? Yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. But first, we gotta figure out where this riddle wants us to go.
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving Simulanka. They had great coffee there too, and so many books you'd never run out of things to read. Think about it. Our search in Mondstadt began in a library, right? Well, Sumeru City's got one of those too, and it's absolutely huge. What do you say? Should we try looking there?
Huh. That does kind of make sense. And it's not like Paimon's got a better idea. Alright, let's just give Jean and the others a heads up first.
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so I won't interfere. All I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is, We can't know for sure how dangerous Duran might be in his current state.
I'm so sorry about what happened before.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you, and neither is anyone else here. If anything, it's the opposite. We're all just worried about you.
Worried? About me?
Come with me. I want to show you something. As soon as they heard you were awake, they all hurried over to see how you were doing.
You all came to see me?
A little birdie told me you're working on finishing a storybook. So maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist, waiting to be resolved.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know how to put my mind at ease. Please, everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
Whew. After the library hunt in Mondstadt, it's not as if Paimon was expecting this to be easy. But this... yeah... this is something else.
Where do we even begin?
Even the clue this time seemed kind of cryptic. Yeah. Guess the best we can do is stay on the lookout for more weird things going on. Huh?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm here to return Volume 5.
According to the catalog, Volume 5 of this series is not available for loan. I can't accept the return of a book that was never checked out in the first place.
Let me put it this way. My copy is complete. Yours, on the other hand, is missing large amounts of content. So you should swap it for mine instead.
Sir, you have to understand. Managing a library is a serious business, and we have protocols in place for this kind of thing. I can't just replace an important volume in our collection based on nothing more than your word.
Hey, look what the Wandering Tom dragged in.
Oh, it's you.
And, what is it you're doing here?
I'm a traveling scholar, as you know. Isn't a library the most natural place for me to be?
Well, the last time we saw you was all the way in Nodcry. Paimon just didn't expect to suddenly see you in Sumeru, that's all.
There were some things I needed to come back and take care of. Some documents had gone missing, so I tracked them down, restored them to the original condition. And now, I'm here to return them. And considering what I'm planning to do next, it feels like a weight off my shoulders. What's going on with you, huh? You look like a kicked puppy.
Hat guy. Ah, at least you haven't forgotten about me.
What's that supposed to mean? So it's been getting worse.
Sounds like you know something we don't.
After he left Simulanka, he spent some time traveling Sumeru with me. I was working on several texts at the time, and I stumbled upon something strange. Anytime Durin of Simulanka was mentioned, before long, the record would disappear. Which means, all the remaining records on Durin are about the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine.
How did you even discover that?
If I remember correctly, Hat Guy loved the time he spent in Simulanka so much that he started writing a travel log.
That's besides the point. The fact is, you're not affected by the ley lines of this world. I'm sure you can grasp the implications of what that means. His case is different from mine. It's more like the world itself refuses to accept his existence. It started with a few written records, but now, it sounds like it's spread to people who never met him or didn't know him well. At this rate, the whole world might forget him altogether.
The whole world? But that includes all my friends in Mondstadt, and even Hat Guy, too. So that's what you've been worried about all this time? Why didn't you just tell me?
There are more important questions right now, like figuring out how to fix this. That mage clearly cared a lot about her child. She left that book behind for a reason. If you want answers, isn't that the place to find them?
You think that didn't occur to us already? Problem is, we need to find the memory that unlocks the next chapter first.
Mind if I take a look? I just want to know what secrets this book is hiding. Besides, I've run into a bit of red tape, so I've got time.
Of course. Be my guest.
So, the memory we've been looking for was about you? All along?
The little dragon became companions with a stray cat with dark blue fur. It was a friendship born of all they had in common. He left his castle at the stray's invitation, setting out to explore the world beyond its walls. There, he grew fond of the outside world, eager to make friends and share the story of his life. Taken by the dragon's story, the stray tried to write it down. But he soon realized that no matter how he tried, it would always warp into the evil dragon's tale.
So, this is the world where this chapter takes place? Looks like we're at the top of some kind of gigantic tree.
This one must be about what happened to me when I first arrived in Tevat. No wonder the memory that unlocked it was about Hat Guy. Most of my memories from that period were.
Hold on. Anyone want to explain how I ended up looking like this?
Maybe you've become a character in the story too.
You see me as a stray cat?
A wandering Tom, to be exact. You should count yourself lucky. Of all Durin's friends, your character is by far the most memorable.
Maybe it's because I've known Hat Guy for longer, so my impression of him is more vivid than the others.
Vivid? Then how come you haven't changed one bit?
Guess that means the impression the Traveler left was so vivid, it didn't need changing.
Hello, everyone! Ready for today's adventure?
It's the storybook, Durin.
Oh. So you're not playing yourself in this one? Does that mean the two of you have even more memorable roles to play?
Where are we going today, kitty cat?
Whatever. Just follow me. Same as always.
Okie dokie! Can we chat along the way?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Was that seriously how the two of you communicated when you first got here?
Yep.
Anyway, how do we get ourselves out of here?
Usually, the narrator gives hints to help us figure out what to do. Speaking of which, about time we got some of those, don't you think?
The story's vines had woven themselves together into a giant tree, the boughs of which a little storyless dragon now paced, homeless among its leaves. He had to find a way to leave this place and set off in search of a home of his own. If he stayed, the world would erase him from its memory altogether.
To leave this place. But where am I supposed to go?
The little dragon felt completely lost. Just like the vines, the road ahead branched off into different directions, twisting and turning before disappearing into the mist. But as luck would have it, a prophetess waited up ahead. Perhaps she might know where each path might take him.
Oh, you must be the little lost dragon.
It's true. My friends and I are lost.
This meeting was no accident. The prophetess was in fact the seer witch, here to present her promised gift.
The seer witch. Oh yeah! That's Mona's teacher, right? The old hag?
Insolent child. I am the seer witch, your prophetess, not some old hag.
Sorry!
Now, little lost dragon, I have come to bestow the gift I once promised. A prophecy.
A prophecy?
Hear me now, for my prophecy is this. One day, the dragon from beyond the castle shall be reborn, and none may avert its coming.
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance. And so, the little dragon was shown a path to wander.
As far as I remember, once that alchemist from Mondstadt learned about the prophecy, he chose to stand with you against the evil dragon. So, what does any of this have to do with you being forgotten?
Oh, wise witch of prophecy. Could we trouble you with another question?
As enigmatic as she was elegant, the seer witch spoke no more, for her thoughts had long since returned to the starry firmament above.
Just when we actually needed her.
The Seer Witch was my mother's friend, so the prophecy she just gave should turn out to be helpful.
Well, it's not like we've got better options. But, if all we need to do is leave this place, which path should we take?
Why don't we take a look around?
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt, just like we planned. Out of all the options so far, this seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens next.
He helps stop the evil dragon from returning, gets a new body, makes a whole bunch of friends, who all just forget about him.
But you didn't forget, Hat Guy.
I'm just saying, choosing this path wouldn't solve the main problem. You'd still end up being forgotten.
Huh.
I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it might be hiding.
Let me think about it. I still think you should keep going, little dragon. If you leave the castle, you can accomplish something amazing and make a bunch of friends along the way.
Really? Then let's go!
Unable to preserve his story, the little dragon wandered astray. Fortunately for him, a certain prophetess had left behind a prophecy to guide him. The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a path to wander. Following the wind's guidance, the little dragon made his escape. In turn, the prophetess affirmed the little dragon's choice, leaving an extra secret as her parting gift.
Now that you've made up your mind, I shall keep my promise by explaining fate's little trick. Long, long ago, the gods of the high heavens gave the world outside the castle a magic of its own. They called it storytelling. It was a magic of almost unshakable power that governed how people met, grew close, and understood one another. Each person had a story meant for them and them alone, one whose ending was written in the heavens long ago. In truth, your story, And the evil dragons are simply two versions of the same tale, and that is something the magic of storytelling cannot abide. Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root, for the evil dragon's tale has done so already.
So, that was the secret?
Huh. You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one another. While they were in two separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can two fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
So, what's Durin supposed to do?
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution. I'm here to make a return.
As I said, there's no record of Volume 5 of this series ever being checked out.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was planning on publishing another volume anyway.
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume 6. So, this is it?
Sure, let's go with that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one writing this series from now on.
You...
What are you up to this time?
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. Now, I guess you'll be off to see your alchemist friend? It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers you're looking for.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for sure. But didn't Jean say he'd be gone for quite a while?
I'll join you. Just let me know when it's time to go.
Hat guy?
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just playing my role.
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like you want to help, but something's holding you back.
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. I even thought cutting our ties might be the only way to fix it.
Why would you think that?
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was probably overthinking it. Just as well. With the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connection to this place. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate. Can't say I saw it coming.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me. After all, he is about as odd as humans get.
Excuse me?
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. And the more you ask, the more complicated it gets. Truth is, Hat Guy's just that kind of guy.
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all the back and forth.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
Thank you for completing today's commission.